So, today we are going to go see the new Pet Sematary. Well, my initial reaction to seeing this was kind of meh. And I'm not as convinced yet. I'm just not that convinced yet. I'm not saying that it sucks balls, but I'm just saying like I need a bit more convincing to say that this is going to be fucking badass because I just see some fresh ideas, some new cool effects. Like if the original was in the 80s, I see it looking a lot better from a visual perspective, but that was to be expected. I'm loving the editing. No, but like, I think I just need more information. I think it's going to be good, but I'm not sure. And then, like, the second trailer came out, and it spoiled so much. And usually, when movies spoil so much in the trailers, the movie doesn't end up being good. Well, my expectations were low to begin with. But we'll see what happens. Gonna meet Marcel, Frenchie, and Joe right away. And we're checking this mofo out.
Marcel, what are you expecting from Pet Sematary?
I think it's way better than the original.
He's bold.
I don't like the original. I like part 2 more.
Whatever you say, Could
I like part 2 a lot, but I wouldn't say it's better.
No, it's not
Same
better,
quality.
but it's in a different way better.
It's fun. It's a more fun movie.
nice. Fun.
Frenchie,
Yes.
what are you expecting from Pet Sematary?
Hopefully an amazing movie. I don't know. It can't top the original in my opinion, but
Yeah, that's fine.
I need to be entertained.
Tyler.
What are you?
Some things are better off dead.
So we are in the Chinese theater and we're ready to go.
Ready? Ready?
So I just saw the Pet Sematary remake and I almost liked it. But in the end I didn't. Guys, there's a lot to talk about. I'm not going to explain the plot of this movie because I think pretty much everybody is aware of some kind of a version, either the book or the original movie. So let's start with what I liked about the movie generally. I really enjoyed how they set things up. It is like they borrowed a lot from the original when they set the entire premise up, and I liked that very much. Also, Church, the cat, was perfect. Like, I really loved Church. Church was done amazingly. One of the deciding kill scenes in the movie was also done really well. I don't want to spoil anything, but I'm just gonna when I say it's the scene with the mask, everybody will know exactly what I'm talking about. That was really intense and really well made. It's hard to talk about this movie without comparing it to the original because the original is just so absolutely iconic. What is weird about it is that it borrows a lot from the original, especially at the beginning. The way the tone is made, the way that it is shot, even some of the editing, it reminds me so much of the original Pet Sematary, and it like really works well. It's like they amped it up a bit, and I don't mind when remakes do that, when they just like amp up the original. And this is pretty much already the only things that I liked about it, because things went very screwed up with the changes that were made here. I know they wanted to make some kind of a re-envisioning, and since they were borrowing so much from the original, they wanted to spice things up a bit starting from the middle of the film, and it didn't really do anybody any favors at all that they went for these changes. And the first dynamic change, the one that we already saw in the trailer, in the second trailer, for those of you who still didn't see that one, I don't want to spoil it either, but you'll know what I'm talking about. The first big change, that still works. It's still in the universe of the movie. It doesn't really change the story much whatsoever. However, what they do towards the end, the last 10 minutes of the film, is a disaster. It is really... They take away all the terror and the deeper meaning behind the first part. The original really showed how this family totally falls apart because of the pet cemetery itself. And ending the movie like that, the way the movie ends, totally ruins the effect and totally ruins the impact of the fate of this family and what the ground where the pet cemetery stands for. So, other things that annoyed me very much was also that all the cemetery scenes pretty much exactly looked like a studio set. It didn't really feel genuine at all. There was just way too much fog going on. What else bothered me, even though they did such a good job on Zelda, they could have utilized it more because they didn't hold the camera enough. What made it so good in the original was that just how awful it was to stare at Zelda. I was actually totally scared of what was to come, because with today's technology we could make Zelda even scarier. And they actually managed to do it perfectly, only to fuck it up by not using her often enough. It's just so meh. It's I can't even say I hate it, it's just meh. It's this big ass disappointment. All my friends and me, we were totally hyped up before we went seeing it. And after it was over, we were all so that's what it was. And it's weird because the performances, they were also good. Even the child actors, I can't think of a single performance where I would actually say that it sucked balls, but it was the execution. It was generally really what they made out of the script and how they changed it up. What makes it so disappointing is that this potential is there. This could have been really good. There were things that worked so well. If they just had hung on to those and utilized them properly, this would have been an amazing movie. But no, we have to make changes. Oh yes, the overuse of jump scares was also really annoying here, especially in a film that has a book with the source material. Is just for a lot of people, the fear in itself. There's some people who you just say Pet Cemetery, they look at you with a traumatized face. And you don't need jump scares when your source material is this scary. Yep. This was a disappointment, my friends. Hopefully the next movie we review will be more fun. I would like to end this review with a quote from Sidney Prescott in Scream 4.
You forgot the first rule of remakes, Jill. Don't fuck with the original.